What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be planning the week of November 11th to the 17th. It was a very stressful week, but the beginning of the week was very exciting because my cousin had his baby. So right now I'm going through all my foiled stuff and my sticker collection and my album that I made. I was trying to pick some of the stickers or the foiled stickers that also were included. So now I took a piece of scrap sticker paper and I laid down the bottom washi. And then I put a Girl Boss Anna overlay because it was stars and I had more star overlay. And I actually did something different this week. I raised up the bottom washi just a little bit, where it met the line of the above the hexagon instead of below the hexagon. And because I wanted to showcase more of the bottom washi that Andrea designed in her kits. And for this kit, I chose blue foil because I thought it matched up the colors better. So for the sidebar, I lined everything up with the overlay that I put down first, and I put down a habit tracker to track my spending, and then I used a weekly tracker to mark down my dinners that I ate, and then I marked down with a half squared off box that my grandma was coming back in 4 weeks. And now I'm laying down the other half of my spread. So I had some blue bottom washi overlays from Scribble Prints Co. that matched the blue icons that I will be using for the kit. And I'm just putting it down, and here's a pre-wiggle. And I actually used gold and blue foiled, and it matched perfectly. So here's the second part of this video, where I'll be putting down the stickers and writing everything out. And sorry if you can see my head. I am still working on my angles. So right now I'm picking out stickers that I wanted to use in my spread. And I already picked them out onto the separate sheet. And here I used a grandma emoji from the Coffee Monsterz Co. to mark down that it was 4 weeks till my grandma came back. And then for Monday, I put down that it was my cousin's birthday. He just turned 4 years old. And then I used a half box to mark down that my cousin had his baby and he named him Kason. And I used a be happy emoji or munchkin from OnceMoreWithLove. And I wrote baby Kason is here. And then I like to cut up the checklist since I don't really use them in the spread. So I can use them like labels, like the little things that I use. And it actually fits in spaces like if you were to have a label and then a half box, and then you can add this sliver of the checklist. So then I wrote down that I uploaded my hourly plan with me. So right now I'm currently having 2 videos a week. Well, I'm trying to have 2 videos a week. One's an hourly pre-plan week, plan with me, and then there's the rewind plan with me, which is this. And I'm hoping to try to get into a schedule. So yeah. And then I used a munchkin emoji that had papers flying around him that I had to study for my exam, which was still the hardest exam I ever taken. And then I wrote down that I had work and I had to do phone calls to talk to students about their outstanding balances. So yeah. And then I used a fancy label to mark down that it was the People's Choice Awards, but I was very confused because the People's Choice Awards was also Sunday night where it aired, but then it re-aired on Monday, so I was very confused. So then for Tuesday, I marked down that I did my rewind plan with me, or uploaded my rewind plan with me. And then I took another midterm, or my first midterm for the week, which was easier than the other one that I'll be taking. And then I wrote down that my class's case study was due, so I wrote it in a label with the book. And then for the bottom, I wrote down that I was watching Prodigal Son, and it's very addicting, so I have to watch it once it goes on to Hulu. And then I marked down that I had work, and I actually worked earlier, so I had more hours this week. And then I had to enroll for next semester's classes, and hopefully next semester will be my lightest semester because I'm taking 3 4-credit classes, and it's very spaced out in time, so I technically have more time to do things. So then for Wednesday, I had to print and cut because my classes were canceled that day. And then I wrote down it was also with a gingerbread munchkin, that it was 6 weeks till Christmas. And then the bottom, I actually used those square checklist or square check boxes that Andrea includes in the kit to cover up the hearts that I don't really want to show. So then at the bottom, for the first checklist, I wrote down that it was that I watched The Rookie, and then 911, and then The Good Doctor. For the last label, I put down an icon saying that I enrolled in the Simply Gilded sub box, but it was actually that Monday I subscribed, so yeah, I forgot to mark it in, so I just marked it on Wednesday. Then I marked down that I had work, and I actually completed 65 calls because I did earlier shift, so I was able to get more calls in. And then I marked down that I had to study at the bottom of Wednesday. So then for Thursday, I put down that I filmed my hourly, but technically I filmed my hourly at night, so this was out of order. And then I wrote down that I watched Bluff City Law, and I worked, and this is completely out of order because I took my test before any of this happened. And yeah. So I used these Test Today labels from OnceMoreWithLove, and I actually really like how plain it is, so it can match with any spread. And then I marked with a little things that I did 70 calls, and I was down to only 40 calls, which I could finish the next day. And then I wrote down I was so exhausted because I tried my hardest on that test, and yeah. And then with another little thing label, I put down I watched Almost Family, which is pretty interesting. And then at night, my mom decided that we had pizza, so I marked it down with the munchkin on a pizza, or not a munchkin, a emoji on a pizza. And then the top for Friday, I marked down that I was editing my hourly plan with me at school before work, and then I uploaded it. And I marked that I had work in the morning, and then I finished my calls, and at the end I actually added that blue foiled icon with the phone. And then I went to IKEA after work with my dad because I wanted to see some organizations for my room, or drawers for my room. And then, but this was also out of order because I had Starbucks before I edited my plan with me. And then I used a Munchkin half box label with a computer to mark down that I was designing stickers that for my orders who ordered customs. And here you see me trying to finagle the foiled icon into the colored icon to make it extra foily. So then I had, I wanted to budget, and I had grocery shopping with my mom and dad, and I had sushi that night. And then for Saturday, I had lunch with my aunts because one of them was in town. And I actually I put the full or half box down, but I actually wanted to put something before that. So I put it to the bottom section of Saturday. And I marked down with two of the cut checklists that I made, or cut down, that I went to the Apple store because I wanted to try out their AirPods, and I actually liked them, so I bought it. And I went to Blick to buy more of my micro pens for my bullet journal, and I used a emoji that's holding a bullet journal. So then for the bottom of Saturday, I put down a little things label and a emoji with a cutting machine to mark down I was printing and cutting orders. And then I had hot pot before that, so I stayed up really late to cut orders because I had a few orders to complete. So then for Sunday, I packed the orders after I foiled them because I was so tired Saturday night that I didn't feel like packing or foiling them. But for Saturday, I included that I got 2 packages from Simply Gilded and my shoes from Adidas because my dog decides to bite up all my shoes. So then back to Sunday, I had my annual doctor visit, so I marked it down with prescription pills. Not that I need prescription pills. And then I used a quarter box label to mark down that I had 3 bill dues. I had YouTube, Apple, and Simply Gilded. And actually for this Thursday, I put a circle icon a circle character sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. that says I tried, because I seriously tried on that exam. But for Monday, I put down a checklist, cut up checklist, and I put down that I had a package from Vistaprint, which was my journaling cards and business cards for my store. And now back to Sunday. I put down 4 little things labels, and then I put 2 of the check boxes on the side that it was the opposite, or the icon was facing the wrong way. And then I put an appointment label, and then I put down an emoji that's it, and I wrote workout. And then I was filming, I forgot to mark down that I filled my rewind. So yeah. Here's a wiggle of it, and then I decided to add more wiggle because I knew I wasn't going to use this blue foil again or anytime soon. So I was just adding it wherever I could. And sorry if you can hear someone laughing behind in the background. My dad's watching something funny. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye!